Hello students. In the last video we have already seen what is array and how we can initialize and declare them, right? So in this video we'll see how we'll initialize an array. So we have used two ways there to initialize an array. So we'll see the first way here. Okay, so in this video I am going to use the same question for both C programming and C++ programming. Okay, so who is working on C programming, they can watch here, or who is working on C++ programming, they can skip to the part that I will give in the description in this same video. All right, so here we are doing what? So the question or the topic here is to print our name. Okay, so we'll print our name. Say my name is Subroto, so I am printing Subroto, that is SUBRATA, in array format. Okay, so now let's see. So if you are not using an array, okay, so we have to use, how many letters are there are 7 letters here. Okay, so for that 7 different variables we have to use. All right, but when I am using array, in the single variable, that is here we have taken as name, in this single variable only I can write the whole name. All right, so see which variable we have taken, or what is the array name. We have given array name as name. Okay, because I am writing the or storing my name only, so the array name we have given as name. The array size I have given is 10. Okay, so 10 means, as we have discussed in last video, so if you have not seen, you can visit the last video, that here the size means the maximum size or maximum elements this array can contain. Okay, so how many elements this array can contain at max? At max it can contain 10 variables, right? So 10 elements, right? So here it is 7 elements, right? So it can easily contain in the name array. Okay, so which type of variable it will contain? It will contain char, that is character type. Okay, so character means, you can simply say character means single alphabet or single, any single digit, single code, single symbol, single alphabet, single letter, that are all called character, right? So S is a character, U, sorry, this U is a character, D is a character, R is a character, A is a character. So all these single alphabets are considered as a character, right? So again we see this array name whose size is, maximum size is 10, will contain what type of elements? Character element. Okay, all right. So now we have entered the elements in the array. So now we'll print the elements that are in the array. So how we'll print? Simple, we'll write printf. The array is, the array is, see, percentage s we have used. We know for character we use percentage c, but we are using percentage s. Why? I think it's very basic. Why we are using percentage s instead of percentage c? Because here there is no single character, right? In this variable or in this array we are containing multiple characters, not a single character. We are containing what? Multiple characters. How many characters? 7 characters are there, right? So these 7 characters or collection of characters we called as string. Okay, any collection of characters means character more than one. If we having a collection of characters, then we are naming it as string. Okay, so this percentage s stands for string. So I, when I am using this percentage s, I am telling the compiler that this name variable has string. That means this name variable contains multiple characters, not a single character, it contains multiple characters, right? So when we'll print, this is basic till date everywhere we are doing, print this line, then the data type we are saying the which type of element it has, and then the variable name. So here variable name is name. So again notice one thing, we are not writing the size, we are writing this as normal part variable we write, right? When we are showing any variable, same way we are representing array at the final stage. So when we have to print the whole array, we can directly write the array name, we no need to give the index value. Okay, simple, it was very simple. Let's see, let's execute, compile, no errors, good, execute, run, see, the array is Subrato, it came, right? The array is Subrato. Okay, it came. So similarly for C++ programming also, same thing, header files using namespace std, then same, we are giving character, means the array whose name is name, maximum size, that is maximum element it can contain is 10. Okay, and what type of element it will contain, character type. All right, here it is showing the name of the array, which is name, the maximum size or maximum elements it can contain, that is we are giving 10, and the what type of element it will contain, character. Okay, so now what it will contain, this Subrato. All right, so here we know that in C we have to indicate using data types using %c, %d, but in C++ it is not needed, right? So we can directly see out then the array name, or sorry, what we want to print, that one. And last, the like before, what we do, we write the variable name. Same here also, we are writing the array name, because array is the variable here, right? So we are writing the array name, that is name. Simple, we no need to give the index number, because if we use the index number here, it will only show the value in that index. Okay, so when we have to print the whole array at one, means at once, when we have to print the whole array, we can just write the array name, we no need to show index or size of the array. Okay, it is very simple. So let's see, let's compile, run, see, output came, the array is Subrato. All right, and remember, when you are entering letters, okay, that is characters, you have to enclose in inside double inverted comma, in both, in C programming also, in C++ also. So whenever you are inserting multiple characters, you have to enclose it by double inverted comma. All right, so this is a very short video for this very easy program. So in the next video, we'll theoretically see what is happening in the array. Okay, so that will be for both C, C++ students, for both of them. Okay, so thank you.